All right, it's been about 2 years since I've been to Jase's and seen this, well, probably 3 years actually. Flashback to when we filmed a rig rundown on the Back in Black 79 series. That was a while ago, and he rang me the other day and he said, Sam, I've built a new truck. So I don't really know what it is. All I know is it's American, and apparently it's like way bigger and better than the last one. So I'm gonna shoot out there and see what Jase has built. Right, here we are. He shouldn't be floating around too far away. It is a work day. I bet he's in the shed somewhere. Let's have a look. I remember this shed. There's a lot more stuff here, that's what I can say. Where is he? Oh, here he is. What you doing?
Nothing.
Tinkering around?
Nothing much, just mucking around in the shed, mate,
Yeah.
as I always do.
There you go.
I don't have a lot on.
It's been a long time since I've been here, probably 2 or 3 years, eh?
Yes, it has been that long. How you going?
Good, man. What's been happening?
Oh, heaps.
You said you got a new truck going, so been busy, I see.
Yeah, no, so been working on, as you know, the barge, the mega barge, right? Yes, and then
I saw you when you tested that down Marucci River, just flying past. I was on the jet ski, I'm like, oh, Jase. You and Simon hooking through.
Yeah, with quad bikes on the front. Yeah. Well, the barge needs to be towed. Something needs to tow it. So that's when I started coming up with ideas of, you know, American rigs and power, and I need shit, you know, I need to tow big gear.
Yeah, it's oversized. I see there's a big oversized.
Yeah, it's flashing light. It's oversized, 3 meters wide.
Yeah, right.
So it's 3 meters wide and about 10 meters long, 4.5 ton.
Yeah.
But it does go over that when it's full of fuel and stuff like that. Like it's way over. But I need something to tow it long distance. So that's when I started thinking about, you know, my 200 ain't going to cut it anymore.
Yeah.
So then that's where the F truck came in.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I went F-150 and went, hang on a minute, I don't even think a 150 is going to tow it. Right. So then I started looking at an F-250 and that's when I got the idea of building the RAMEATER.
Yep.
And you would have heard it.
I've heard about this. I've seen it online, a couple of photos, sneak peeks here and there. So
yeah, done some sneakies.
We were filming this, but it was properly launched at the Brisbane show, wasn't it?
That is correct, yeah. And we launched it, and it's part of our K2A giveaway as well. So, you know, as you know.
And that's what happened with Back in Black. Keys to Adventure, you guys gave it away. So same sort of thing happening with this.
See, the one thing that I found from Keys to Adventure giving Back in Black away was a normal person, you know, that could dream about having that rig but never own one because of just the blowout in cost.
Yeah.
They could actually own it, like literally own it.
It's pretty awesome.
That's what I reckon. And then I went, you know what? The charity thing was good. It worked really well. And next thing you know, it's like, I kind of like this idea. Yeah. And then, so I said, why not give away RAMEATER?
Which means there'd be something next. Another build.
Could be. There's always something new, but I want to sort of revel in the RAMEATER at the moment because it surprised me, and you are going to be pleasantly surprised with this build on this truck. It's nuts.
All right.
It is.
I say we pull it out the shed, get it out on the paddock there and have a good look at it. What do you say?
Yeah, why not? Well, we'll get it down the bottom paddock. It's not full of water at the moment, so which is good. It was, you know, when the floods were here. Could drive my tinny around it. But
I saw the video of Swampy just having a swim.
Old Swampy. And Swampy's over there drying out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can get the RAMEATER down the backyard.
Cool. Let's do that.
All right, let's fire up. Yes, the RAMEATER, mate. So the one thing you're going to notice about RAMEATER is the sheer size of it.
It is large.
And that was half my problem.
Yeah.
So I thought about it and went, you know what? RAMEATER, it's like this huge truck. But then when I'd done the sums and I measured everything compared to my 200, which is quite a big truck, it actually wasn't much bigger.
Yeah,
like
they just look big grills and this and that, but like you're talking wheelbase width, it's similar.
Very similar.
A stretch 200, obviously.
Yeah, so a lot of it has to be the volume in the bonnet because there's a huge engine under there and it's got to sit somewhere. Yeah. And that's what I found. They're really tall in the front.
Yeah, yeah.
But actual height-wise, I think it was this much wider than the 200. And then the length, it was like 400.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Right. So it's a 2021 arrival. Yeah. It's probably built in 2020 in America, ended up as a 2021 in Australia. Yeah. Being converted right-hand drive. What is it? F250
Super Duty, Lariat, Tremor.
And the motor's like what? It's power stroke
6.7 litre turbo diesel V8, new generation.
Yep.
So very, very smart, advanced engine, and that's what makes it.
That's the source with this thing. That's what makes it absolutely tick. And the tech too. I saw a remote start. You can key your way into the door and all that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of high-tech stuff, which is Fords are renowned for.
Yep.
Well, the first thing I had to do is I had to go and get, I wasn't making a mole crawler.
Yep.
Is that the terminology these days?
I guess so. Something for Instagram.
Yeah, that's it.
An Instagram model, an actual workhorse.
Yeah, exactly. It had to do the job. It had to go out into the field. It had to tow, had to go off-road, had to be comfortable to be in, had to handle the tight tracks, had to handle the beach, everything. So, you know, the choice of tyres, the choice of canopy, the choice of you know, roof rack to cover a shovel, or things like that.
Practical.
All those, it's got to be. It's got to be a touring vehicle.
Yep.
So straight away with that in mind, I don't go and give it a 10-inch lift, do I?
Yep.
It's only got like a 4-inch lift.
Yep.
Okay, would you believe?
And that's plenty. There's heaps.
It had to fit under a certain height as well. It couldn't be any higher than my 200.
Yep.
So with the canopy, it's a full-size canopy, and I mean, mate, you can put a lot of dead bodies in that canopy. I'm not kidding you. All right, so there's lots of space.
Yeah.
So you've got the canopy, you've got awnings on the side, rooftop tent, and it stayed all under 2.4.
Yeah.
Would you believe?
Crazy.
And that's exactly what my 200 is.
Yeah. I want to look more into this thing. Where do you want to start?
All right.
Have a bit of a tour.
Yeah. Well, head down the side. Obviously, well, let's start at the front because that's where you normally start, right? Winch. It's got an XTM winch in it.
Yep.
12,000 pounder. Lights to melt bitumen.
Yeah. It's a bit on.
Mate, when you've got a grill that high, you know, someone once said, I think I got a comment when someone first said it, go, oh, what? Isn't that going to block all your airflow?
Well, no, there's tons here. There you go. We were filming, it's on Unleashed actually. I'll throw some content in here as well about, we went up the beach with this thing. You were towing the big boat and it didn't get hot even on the soft stuff as well. It still was fine, pulling plenty of power.
One of the biggest tests for towing vehicles is long runs up a range, towing the weight. Long runs, like big long runs in heat, with heat.
You don't have a heap of speed, not much airflow, but it's like
loaded. It's loaded, constantly being loaded. And one of those runs is going up the hill at Hinchinbrook.
Yep.
You know, that big long hill. Now this truck, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to have an overheating problem. Okay, like other trucks have.
Yep.
We won't mention their names. All right. Now, I had 3.5 ton on the back, and this is what it's designed to tow. Put 3.5 ton on the back and hooked her up, and basically at the bottom of the hill hit the gas pedal, right? And by the time I hit the top of the hill, the temperature gauge had moved 4 degrees, right? Wow. And I got up to 120 kilometers an hour.
Just trucked its way
We just
up.
didn't say that on TV, did we? I wasn't speeding. I got up to optimal speed at the top.
Well, there's no issues with light bars now. I think we've ticked that box.
Yeah, and if you have a quick look, the roof rack's got some more on it.
There's some more up there. There you go. All right.
Body kit on the bonnet.
Yep.
Okay, it's a fake.
Yep.
It's just a fake.
Beef it up a bit.
Yeah, give it a little bit of shape and colour. I could change the colours.
Yep.
Obviously, communication, same old story.
Yep.
Usual sort of communication.
We'll keep going around this way because we have a very large snorkel. It looks bigger than 4-inch.
It's 5-inch
snorkel.
Yeah.
And it probably needs it because of the amount of air it gets sucking in that thing.
Yes, but anything smaller I think would look a bit weird.
Well, that's right. Everything's just a bit bigger. Even these tyres are 30, well, they're Imperial. 37's in Imperial.
No, 30
like as a comparison.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
They're metric.
Yeah, the 3,
Makes them look like 35s.
Yeah, they're 30. They come standard with 35s.
Yeah, right.
So standard, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, 37s, 20-inch rims.
Everything looks smaller on this because of the proportions. It's crazy. All right, you've got some side steps too.
Yeah, they come with the Tremor
version.
version.
I was going to say they've got Ford written on it, so that's a factory thing.
Yeah, factory.
Yep.
Obviously
factory
towing mirrors.
They have Ford as well? They're just factory?
Yeah, factory.
See, a lot of the stuff's done on this. Like you don't even need to do it.
Watch this. Like,
oh, stop it. Extendo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tech.
Oh, heaps of it. It's endless.
It's crazy. All right. We'll get into the interior. That's a whole other story. That's a lot going
on. So canopy.
Yeah, let's have
so
this.
It's full Norweld F250 canopy, and it is massive.
Yep.
Yeah, disco lights.
We'll brighten it up, see what's going on.
So we'll probably fire them up in the shed when we do the full light setup.
We'll show you guys some B-roll of this thing because it's like a little disco pattern here. large drawer too. You haven't gone for 2 individual ones. So.
No, it's a large drawer.
There you go, plenty of space. And this is just something different. You've got the red vision on the drawer.
So tell me, you've done a lot of rig builds, have you not? You've been around a lot of different trucks.
Yeah.
Where does that normally sit?
Well, just here.
Yeah. How hard is that to see? How hard is it to do this?
And it's just a Cat 5 cable, so you can run it wherever really, just a little Caterpillar cable down the side.
Exactly, a little Caterpillar cable in there.
Yeah. Again, and you've got one on the other side, one inside. Yeah. All linking up.
Because that's the other thing. Yes, it works on an app, as you know. The Red Vision system runs on an app. Yeah. Now that's good, but it also has to connect. Yeah. So the second you're like, I want a light on.
To reach. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas you might go for the app if you're in the bed. Yep. You know, if you're up top and you want to go, oh shit, I forgot the lights.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
well, that's pretty cool. There you go.
So that there, all the lighting, everything, you know, everything's just finger touch there. Otherwise, I have to walk around the other
what's
side.
in here? So that sounded aggressive. Compressor.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's two twins in there.
And I've seen once it's gone, what is it pulling like? Some amperage. What about 120 amps? That's how much it is sucking so much power. You can imagine the amount of air coming out the other side.
Yes.
And when we were down the beach, you pump these up. They're almost dead flat on the beach, and we had to go up to almost road pressures because the beach was so hard.
Yes.
And you'd ran around in like 5 minutes, all 4 done. So
exactly.
So what kind of electrical, like batteries, have you got to back that up?
Yeah, so it's got 400 amp hours of lithium.
Yep.
Okay, so two 200 amp hour red arc lithium batteries in there. Right, the other thing you'll notice in here, I put a shelf in this one. Yep. Okay, because I'm finding that there's just so much space, you can actually fit more gear in there. Have a look in through there, you can see it's a mirror.
And it goes right through.
So you can do your hair, mate.
There you go.
Hair dryer.
This is your little makeup pad.
Maybe it's for the missus, yeah. No, it's designed just to show you what's going on in there. Yep. McCormack's are the guys that did the fit out, and I talked to Bodie down at McCormack's, and I said, man, it's got to be next level. We got to go to the next level. Yep. And I said, I need this, this, and this, and then he goes, all right, I'll see what I can do. Yep. And then his guys come up with this stuff.
Yeah, right.
And he's just gone, man, I'm gonna
think outside the box.
Yeah, think outside the box.
Outside the Canopy box.
And he's had to build a whole system. Like he actually had to build the system to run it.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, he's a bit cluey.
Very cool.
All right, so down this side, there's not much difference down here. You'll see there's rock lights as well. Yep. I've got rock lights.
Exhaust pipe.
Lights in here.
This is the party side. Well, this is like the kitchen side.
Kitchen, yeah.
Fridge, coffee machine,
air. So there's the air hose reel there.
It's on a reel as well. That's real flash.
That's becoming a common thing these days.
It is. I need to do that, to be honest, but I'm not there yet.
30 metres of hose. So
wow. So I reached a trailer as well. So.
Yeah, and you know, just like imagine if I had only one, I had to go all the way around the other side. Yeah. See, that's the difference.
There's another one in this drawer.
Yeah.
Which has a bit going on. A drawer inside a drawer with a table.
Yeah.
This is where you start running into, my trucks do big problems. You're trying to do your cooking up here.
Okay, so there's a fix for that. Drop the air out of your airbags and drop the air out of your tyres. Yeah. And you'll find it comes, and then when I go to where I camp for long periods, I'll actually dig a hole and drop my car into a hole to exactly what level I want.
I've just gone full air on the back of my ute, and yeah, it's super handy. Just bang, straight down. Yeah. Or even taking your canopy off. You can put your legs in, drop your car down and drive out. So
that's it, there you go.
I think air's a good thing.
It can be, can be. So colour matched coffee machine.
Is it
actually
wrapped?
Colour matched it? No, it's not wrapped, it's painted.
Oh, this is painted.
No, this is wrapped.
That's wrapped and that's painted.
That's painted, they're painted. But yeah, this is all wrapped. Obviously I got it wrapped. Yeah. You know, when it gets hungry, it has to eat some rams for breakfast.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Things like that. So yeah, that's just a 110. Okay, your usual fridge that you whack in these sort of trucks.
Yep. And these are these your actual ones for use for camping? Yeah. So they're not the party lights. They're
no, that's not for party.
So they look like they go a couple of different colours, or is it just an orange or a white?
It can go white, orange, dim, and up, down, you name it. You know, 100%, 25%.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're 2,700 lumens at full noise. They'll light that up. Yeah. You want to play cricket out there at night? Yeah. That's what it'll do, just one. But there's all these canopy lights. The beauty of this, in which you'll see, is it's not just for disco. It's actually can create a lot of light, but keep the bugs away by keeping it like a really dim yellow.
Because it's everywhere, so it doesn't need much.
So the bugs, you actually get less bugs. So it has two purposes: disco if you want to be a disco.
Practical.
Yeah, otherwise it's practical. Again, it has to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of storage.
Toolboxes everywhere.
Yeah, you'll notice that.
Usual.
That is a big thing.
Yeah.
Storage. And then of course down here it's the same.
Cool. All right, well, should we have a look inside of this thing? It's like a lounge chair in there, and there's a lot of buttons, a lot of comfort. I've sat in this thing, as soon as you press ignition, the steering wheel starts moving, the seat starts moving, it knows who's in the driver's seat. Pretty flash. All right, let's have a look.
All right, the first thing you'll notice when you hop in this car is its comfort.
Yeah.
They're built for comfort. Look at the size of the center console.
It's wide, it's big, you're not up against the other person.
You could almost sit inside the box.
Yeah.
And it's aircon too, so that it cools everything. All your cup holders are all airconned and everything.
Yep.
The other thing you'll notice is the settings. So when you switch the car on, it'll set my seat to my settings.
Very cool.
No, didn't do any. We'll do this one.
Whoa! Seat moves, steering wheel moves.
Right, so that's my setting. That's where I drive.
You, the missus,
right.
whoever.
Yeah, so this one is, I don't know what this one is.
Whoa, it even bends and everything. Oh, this is go to sleep mode.
Quite possibly. You
It
don't want to drive like
actually-
that.
There you go.
So it has 3 settings.
Yep.
Pick which one you want. The next model up from this actually has massage seats.
Oh, wow.
So you actually literally drive along and
That
get
sounds
massaged.
dangerous. Having a massage while you're driving, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We had to turn it off, the dashes off, because there's some beeping going on. Probably a Ford thing. If you ever had a Ford Ranger or a Mustang or anything, you bloody, I don't know, doors open, beeps at you, your foot's not on something, but yeah, anyway, Ford life.
Every car seems to.
Every car just beeps at you. All right.
You know, it's got things on, you know, it's got like, for instance, your pedal can be adjusted.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so
Moves the accelerator up and down.
I can
That's
move the
very
accelerator
cool.
and brake up
Oh,
and
I get
down.
that from my missus. Oh, my ankle gets sore, my foot's too low, high, whatever.
There you go. So that's got adjustment.
That's cool.
All right. The other thing you'll notice is just, okay, we'll switch that on. Let's go into this, I don't know what you call it, just the tech.
Yeah.
The tech is nuts. Where are we? Here we go.
I'll grab this. So we've got a digital
You gotta
dash
look at
here.
this. You gotta look at this.
We got all the electronic coolants.
Okay,
You've got
so-
your range. You've got your, obviously your general.
Well, here's an
Back
example.
around.
So see the temperature gauge?
Mm.
So when that temperature gauge sits at normal, it sits in the middle, right?
Yep.
Now, when your temperature goes, when it moves past the point of normal, so it knows what normal temperature is, and then let's say you're working a little bit harder, it then goes from that gauge, which shows you the bar, it then goes to a digital gauge and starts
Like
reading.
specific
little
numbers,
digital
yeah,
number
right.
will come out
Yep.
at the top, and it'll tell you each degree of temperature you're going over past being normal.
Crazy.
So it'll go up 1 degree, 2 degree, you can see it.
Yep.
All right, so little things like that. It's got a digital speedo, you can change it from digital, it's got analog as well. This is the stuff towing.
Look at that.
Mate, you go deep.
Towing mode.
If you go deep into the modes of this truck, you will get lost. It can tell what trailer I've got on. I can set the name of the trailer. I can set the brakes of those trailers from hydraulic, electric, electric over hydraulic. You know, I can check the trailer lights. So I do a check of my lights to
right.
make sure they're working. Connection checklist. Mate, it's designed to tow.
Has everything.
It even has a tow mode.
Yep.
So you actually put it into tow mode. And then when you get into off-road stuff, well, yeah, look.
Look, inclinometers. I always get that word wrong. Inclinometers. Look at your angle, pitch, roll, everything.
So when you put it into towing mode,
Yeah.
it holds all your gears.
Yeah, tow haul, so it'll lock your
Yes,
converter
so
a bit earlier, let you shift
that's it,
properly
yeah.
when you're
So
loading it up.
Then you put
Protects
air
the
brakes
gearbox,
on.
Yeah.
You put air brakes on, and next thing you know, you're going down a range, and you're not feathering the brakes all the
You're
time
just
and wearing
off
stuff
the
out.
pedals and it will
Yep.
hold itself
100%.
at its speed.
Air brakes will come on. Sorry, not air brakes. Exhaust brakes will come on. It's just nuts.
Oh. Well, I think we're going to be here forever going through all that. So let's look at what has been added. That's
Okay,
not
let's look
factory,
at yeah. All right, let's get out of that.
Be here
Okay,
forever.
so that hasn't been added. That operates all your switching.
You've added these. Oh, so these you can
Oh,
assign.
it comes standard.
But what's all this? This is
Yeah, I put a little
So you
sticker on them.
assign them to.
Yeah,
like,
but that
make this one do that. This one do that.
you don't have to put a switch in this truck.
Oh, okay.
It's already there.
Your accessories.
The rocker switch is already there for accessories. There's an actual box under the dash where you just bring your
Wow.
lights and
Yep.
you plug in. It already has
That's very cool.
a fuse box there
Yep.
with circuit breakers in there for the size of
Yeah,
whatever
thought ahead.
lights you're putting on.
That's cool.
It's like, what do you add?
Yeah.
What do you add to something that's got
it's
a
like
lot?
It's there.
I
ready
put
to go,
that
yeah.
in.
So you got the RAM out here. We've got the Red Vision, the third screen for the
third
Red
screen,
Vision.
so I can see what's going on.
Fairbag Man digital gauge for your bags.
Yep.
So you got 50 PSI on there at the moment. They're just the helpers.
This thing here.
Looks like a tune knob.
Yeah.
So
it has
1 to 5
settings,
tunes.
Yeah. 1 to 5 settings. So we took it from standard and got it tuned, G&L, okay, did the tune on it.
Should we go under the bonnet? We'll pretty much cover the interior.
I reckon this is bonnet.
We've got, let's go have a look under there.
Is it that side? Yeah, it's that
American
side.
Life, it's on the other side. There you go. All right, let's go have a look under there. That wraps up the interior. There's so much going on here, but it's basically only had those couple of things added. UHF, let's have a look how big that is. It's massive. Goes for centuries. All right, let's have a look under the bonnet. Here we are.
The bonnet.
It looks shortish. It's deep, it's wide, but it's pushed quite under. It's tucked under a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it tucks under a bit under here. Like, obviously it tucks right under there, but there is a lot going on there for width. You'll notice. Yeah, it's a 6.7 litre turbocharged.
Is it a power stroke? Is that what it's considered?
Yeah, they call it.
That's the Ford version of
They call it the power stroke. 6.7 litre turbo diesel power stroke engine.
Yep.
Okay, it's Ford's engine. All right, it's not someone else's like a Duramax or.
Yeah.
It's their engine or a Cummins or.
Yep.
It's their engine. Okay. Horsepower it starts at, and I don't know horsepower. It might be. I think it starts at 320.
Yeah.
I think it's 320.
Out the box.
It's the Newton meters of torque. It starts at 1460.
Yeah.
Now in all the 2500s out there, including Ram, being the smallest, by the way, being the lowest in the lineup, and Ford being the highest, it goes GMC being second highest, would you believe? GMC.
Yep.
Anyway, it starts at 1460 Newton meters of
Crazy.
torque.
There's just guys out there, including me, like, man, I got me 800, 900 Newton meters, like just tuning these things to the breaking point, and this is just a lazy 1460 stock.
Yeah. And remember what I had to do to get 1,000, just under 1,000 out of Back in Black.
Yeah, just everything you could, throw everything at it.
So when you throw it down onto the dyno and you tune it, he was able to get the numbers up to 1,770 Newton meters of torque at the hub.
That's like race truck numbers. Like 2,000 Newton meters of torque is like drag car numbers, and this is...
Remember, 1460 is flywheel.
Yep.
That's not at the hub.
Yep.
That's not past the drivetrain.
You've gone
1770 at the hub.
Yep.
So that's the drivetrain, including the drivetrain.
And that's how you get up to 200 kilometers an hour at the top of a hill towing a boat, apparently. And it's got the drive line to suit too, because my Duramax on the big tune similar, it's about 1,600 and like 600 horsepower. And I already said to you, I said, oh, I don't want to go up against this, I'm going to break my diff. But that's the thing you got to weigh up. When you do a car that's got this factory, the diff's going to handle it, isn't it? It's massive.
The drivetrain handles it. If you look under the front here, it uses Dyna. What do they call them? Dynatrack, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where they've got it
like
from.
an external coupling.
Oh, yeah. It's not a CV joint. Yeah. CV joints are gone. They are a huge universal joint.
Yep.
Mental.
Okay.
Absolutely mental. If you look at the size of the diff, it's huge.
Yeah.
And that's what it's designed to do.
All right, well, that's pretty much a walk around of the truck. Go for a bit of a drive, get some barrel shots in that, and show this thing in its full swing. Canopy, we'll light it up, get some shots, and what's the big news with this? Someone can win it. That's it.
That's the big news.
That's the big news. This could be your car.
How fun is that?
That's amazing.
How do you say that?
So when's that been drawn?
That gets drawn in July, actually.
So how do we enter? We go on?
Well, basically you just go onto All for Adventure or Keys to Adventure's website, and away you go, and you can enter.
I'll drop a link down there so you can access that if you wish.
The fact that somebody, like, you literally, one, you're part of the charity. You know what I mean? Like when you buy a ticket, you're giving to that charity as well. And there's three of them. I picked three good ones. Okay. Ones that are close to my heart. Yeah. Okay. And so you're doing that with the one ticket, and you're also you get a chance to win this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Joe Blow can't build this truck. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like the money, this was 365k.
Yeah.
It's stupid money.
And the time. Trying to get your hands on one even would be impossible.
It'll
get
take
one
2
import,
years.
Get it built, this and that,
And that's the beauty of it. Yeah. Old mate can own this truck.
Yeah, very cool. Alrighty, in the big F truck. I'm gonna have to move the seat forward, but here we go. Oh, even the way the seatbelt comes out, it just screams 2020. Being in my patrol, you pick it up off the door. Right, Shifter is on the side, that's cool. That's different. Yep. Gives you more room
Get rid
in
of
here.
your settings there. We'll just get rid of those.
Oh, yep. Barely touching the floor. How much does this thing weigh?
It probably weighs about 4.3 tonne.
4.3. Oh my god. Effortless, isn't it? So I was going to ask you while we're in here, we've got aircon going. Well, let's get over there. So one thing we haven't spoken about is, I mean, it's a big car, it's got a lot of power, it tows this and that, but how does it go with the economy?
So I did a run. I actually just finished doing a video on it, and I'm going to drop that soon.
Yep.
And I did towing a trailer, and I did it with the D-Max as well to get a comparison.
Yep.
And this was 18.6, 18.4 on there. Was 19.4 when I did the hard numbers.
Yep.
And the D-Max was 18.
Wow. Okay. Because this, uses that probably all the time, but when you throw a load on the back, it doesn't really change it much.
No.
It loves it. But the D-Max, it's wringing its neck trying to tow that thing. So there you go.
That's it.
And this is your average. I mean, you've probably done beach runs, this and that. Like, it's a lot of. You probably don't. You've got a bit of a lead foot, I think.
Yes, very lead.
So, yeah,
very lead foot.
It is very comfortable. It's quiet. Aircon's meant to sit. It's a good driving position. You can stick your arm out the window here, there, everywhere. Like, oh, that actually works too.
Yeah, aircon in the seats and heated.
So you've taken this on the last season of All for Adventure.
So I went on the last season of All for Adventure to tow the barge.
Yep.
Didn't go off road. Then I had to go. I did some BCF webisodes. Okay, which was a little special.
Yep.
And I couldn't get parts for the 200 because I broke the diff. I busted the diff, so I couldn't get parts for days. So I didn't have a choice. I said, I've got to take the F250 off road.
Oh, what a shame.
I know. I didn't want to. And look, I'm telling you.
And you're like first time off it. Yeah.
And I was actually freaking out.
Oh, yeah, don't know how this thing's going to go.
Well, how many people have you talked to go, F250, American trucks, they don't handle Australian conditions? Who says that?
Well, anything American, apparently they're no
apparently, good. Yeah. Apparently they all say it. So I'm worried. I don't know. I haven't tested it. I can't take anyone's word for it.
It's going to go, oh my God! Better soot out the back. We're already at 80 k's an hour. That was like 2 seconds. Wow, that's cool. You need to put a fat exhaust on this thing.
Yeah.
It's not loud enough for me.
It still has...
It has a note.
Still has a...
It has a grunt. Stuff,
what do they call it?
DPFs and AdBlue and all that.
AdBlue. It's still got a... It still has to have that.
Okay.
We didn't take that out.
Well, you can't. That's the trouble with new cars. You can't get around all this tech with diesels and AdBlue or DPFs. It's a bit of a... You know?
Yeah. I left it in.
It's a shame. Yeah.
Couldn't take it out.
Oh, mate, tons of power with it. Imagine without it.
So we're going up what 10. This is 10% gradient.
10% increase uphill. So I'm just tick just on the throttle, 70 k's. It's dropped back a gear on it. So the gearbox seems smart. It knows when to shift. It's a 10 speed. So I'll just roll on. I'll roll on a little bit. That was half throttle. We're already boosting. Oh my God. It pulls as if it was still on the flat.
It puts you in your seat.
Dude. That actually feels way faster than my Duramax, and it's a heavier car too. Wow.
I'm telling you.
Definitely not tug of warring.
Power.
Definitely not tug of warring.
If there's anyone out there and you got a 20...
He's itching. He wants someone with a Ram.
Bring it on.
If you have a 2500 Ram, Jase will pay you $1,000 if you beat him, and any breakages on the truck, you'll sort that out too. Probably with a little cheeky upgrade if it's something like tyres or maybe not diff.
What are they breaking?
What brakes? I don't know.
It's a Ram we're talking about. Everything can break.
Could be the engine.
Don't go saying that.
It's expensive, yeah. I'm pretty dead keen to see you light this thing up. So I don't know why we're doing this. Why not? I'll rock up and Jase is like, oh, I've got a set of tyres out the back. I'm like, well, yeah, cool, man. It's awesome. Nah, to put on the F truck. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to skid it. I said, I've got the camera, you've got the tyres. Well, so let's go do that.
I don't want to burn Look, someone's going to win this truck. I don't want to wear their tyres out.
Oh my God, every time I brake, you forget how fast you're going. It's just crazy. All right, let's go do a skid. Alrighty guys, that has been a bit of a walk around of Jase's new RAMEATER F250. If you enjoyed it, like and comment down below. Let me know what your favourite part is. make sure to check out the little competition to win this thing if you wish. So I'll probably see you again soon with a new truck, no doubt, in a few years' time. We'll see what happens. I mean, once this is gone, you got to have the next thing.
Yeah, the next thing. Yeah, there's no doubt about the next thing. But yeah, you will.
Well, thanks for having me out here. And,
no dramas.
We'll see you next time, probably. See you in the next video.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, if you like this video, make sure to click up here to subscribe to the channel. Click over here for our latest merchandise on our website. And down below, or to the side, I'm not sure where it is our last episode. If you haven't watched it, click on that to check it out. See you guys.